These two individuals you can see on my screen, Alexander Isak and Benjamin Sesko, will become a joke in the transfer market. Without a doubt, players now need to understand timing, needs to understand when they need to make a decision for themselves to either stay in a club or leave. Let them learn from Victor Gyökeres. I am not saying this because Victor Gyökeres is now in Arsenal. I'm saying this because this is the reality of life. If you go on injury for a long period of time, the club will let you out when your contract begins to elapse or even when it gets expired. They're not going to renew it. The main reason why Arsenal are not even looking forward to even press more on Thomas Partey. Look at a 5 years contract. Thomas Partey only performed towards the end of his contract. That is one yardstick a team looks at before they even renew the next contract. So for Thomas Partey, that one is off. Looking at Isak and Benjamin Sesko. Isak, immediately the season was over, you performed great. You played 30 match, right? You scored 21 goals. What a great height for you. Everybody was applauding you. Arsenal came for you and said, hey, we need you in our squad. If you have made your decision, as at that time, getting towards the end of the season, or even at the end of the season, before the transfer started, if you've made your decision, you will not be coming out now to say that you want to try new options. Especially when you are seeing that teams has signed all the big players they need to sign, and you're not coming in. At the end of the day, they will start pricing you less. You're not going to worth the same amount that you ought to have worth when teams has not really bought big players. Just imagine the money they put in signing Florian Wirtz. That money ought to have gone to Isak if he has come out earlier to make a decision to say, hey, I am leaving the club. Right? If he has stood his ground and say, hey, I am leaving the club, I want to try a new option, just like Victor Gyökeres. Victor Gyökeres is a very determined person. He understands the reality of life. He knows that he has to look for himself first before the team. Because anything that happens, what happens? They kick him out. And that is how life is. Even if you're an employee at your place of work, you look out for opportunities. When you see a greater opportunity than the one that you are presently earning, you are going to take a leave. Because trust me, if they are doing what they call downsizing or right sizing, whichever word it is right now, you might be part of those people that the company will sack. Remember again, for Alexander Isak, he is 25 years of age. He is not considering himself. Trust me, it will become a joke. Going to Benjamin Sesko. Benjamin Sesko himself is 22 years. Now, he can feel like, oh, I still have more years to himself. Imagine him playing almost 34 matches and scoring 17 goals. He's feeling like the king. Arsenal came for you, and you guys are going over the bar, requesting ridiculous amounts. What did Arsenal do? Arsenal left him. Arsenal left him. Now, what is happening to him now? They are now reducing prices. They are reducing price, asking price just for them to sell him out so that the club makes profits. Remember, this is a win-win. The club must make something out of you before you even want to leave. And this is what players should always know. Right? Saliba was asked in the preseason match against Newcastle, hopefully, would you sign a new contract? He was like, let's just see. I just want to win things now. Players should always think about themselves. Immediately the end of the season is going off. Think about the next move. Think about your life. Think about, am I going to stay? Am I going to leave? Be quick about it. There's no time wasting. And trust me, if Isak gets to Liverpool, he's not going to perform the way he ought to perform because he has competitors already. They've signed Ugo Ekitike, Frimpong, Flan Weeks spending big money and you now coming in, it's not going to be as when you will be like the lead, the marquee striker they are looking up to. Same as Benjamin Sesko. Benjamin Sesko now is being prized by Manchester United that do not even have a hope of Champions League next season. They are pitching project to him. Same as for Newcastle. Trying to do a replacement. If we're pushing out Isak to Liverpool, we should be able to bring in Benjamin Sesko. And this is why players should be able to understand timing and should be able to make good use of their time, especially going towards the end of the season, to know where their future lies, either to stay or leave. Guys, let me know what you think about this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.